Look, I can't speak to what it's like to be black, but I know how we talk about black people. And it is fucked up because it is a microcosm of America. Asians, we love seeing black excellence. Barack, Michelle, Jay, Beyonce, give me the Travis Scott 4s. We spent the last 5 weeks praying at the altar of Michael Jordan. How could we be afraid? We love black America. Yeah, on screen and our living rooms. But if a black man walks into your living room or wants to date, God forbid, marry your daughter, you call the cops. Dude, do you know what we call black people? We call them kala. It means black, not in a good way. If someone in your family is dark-skinned, we clown them. We call them kallu. Look at kallu. Our Bollywood stars do skin whitening commercials so we don't look black. Thank you, Britain. It is bad to be black in Desi culture, even though we all wish we were black. You don't think that affects how we view black people? 20% of Muslims in America are black. We don't even like praying at the same mosques. If they show up at the masjid, we're like, yo, is Farrakhan here? That is the great hypocrisy. We love seeing how high a black person can ascend in America, but we have done nothing to raise the floor. That is what these protests are about. And the worst part is, we're in this country because of protest, because of the civil rights movement. The only reason so many of us are here is because of the Immigration Act of 65. That law rode the wave of the Civil Rights Act of 64. Think of the chess moves. Martin gets Lyndon B. Johnson to sign that sheet of paper, and little do we know, MLK CC'd us on that email of progress. Because of that one signature, me and Abu were able to move to Edison, Fremont, Plano, Naperville, Irvine, Marietta, Dearborn, Twin Cities, Schaumburg, Sugar Land, Long Beach, Dallas, Sunnyvale, Cupertino. You know, the factories that make us. Also that you could eat fucking Bandhu Khan instead of being in Karachi. But hey, it's not our fight, right? This is a black-white issue. America's story didn't start when we got here. When you became an American citizen, you don't just get to own the country's excellence. You have to own its failures. That is the deal. That's why I can't get this photo out of my head. Because it's cropped wrong. Zoom out. Who's in this photo? The officer who's blocking people off, he's Hmong American. He's my age. He's 34. The guy who owns the store, did you know this? He's Arab American. His clerk called the cops on Floyd. That is America. A black man was murdered in cold blood and we were on the fucking sidelines watching. I'm not saying we were the ones who killed George Floyd, but we have to be the ones who pull that cop off his neck. We think we're not a part of the story, but we're at the scene of the crime. That's why the full picture matters. This doesn't happen in a vacuum. It happens in a system. Fine, Hassan, what do you want us to do? How do you want us to support Black America? I did the little black Instagram square. I had a tough conversation with my family. Fuck that. This fake woke shit we do on IG dies in a week. We can't just knock out racism. We have to help win this thing on the cards. We have to donate our money and time to black organizations, to all the doctors. Offer free healthcare to protesters, tech people. Help black businesses get online. You work in IT, set up a router. You pass the bar? Good. Me and Abu are proud. Work pro bono for protesters. Pfizer doesn't need any more billables. Everything helps. Be like Rahul. He let protesters hide from police in his home. You don't even need a degree to do this. You just need a Sharpie. Because we have got to get our civics, law school nerd shit on right now. 2 things, legislating and voting. That changes history and it scales. These are a few things we all got to get behind. And this applies to everyone. Number 1, end qualified immunity. It protects cops from lawsuits and holds them to a different set of standards than the rest of us. There's a bill in Congress right now. Make sure it gets traction. Harass your member of Congress. Call the landline. If you can make bots for a Jordan drop, make bots that will call your member of Congress. Next, demilitarize the police. We saw this 2 months ago. Doctors are waddling around in garbage bags, but now our cops are LARPing like Master Chief in Halo? No. 3, this is very important. Vote out corrupt local officials, because this buddy-buddy bullshit between prosecutors, DAs, and the cops is the reason that police officers never serve time. You have to Google when the election is, vote locally, and get new officials into the system. That's on all of us. Number 4, this isn't for everyone. This is for Keith Ellison. Keith, I know you are watching. You are the Attorney General in Minnesota, and you have this case now. Come on, man. How many Muslim fundraisers have you and I gone to where we pray for the community? We gotta make dua. We cannot just make dua. You need to charge and prosecute all 4 officers as hard as you possibly can. They have got to go to prison. We can't let this moment slip away. Millions of people around the world have taken to the street to afford us this moment. Set the precedent so the next time a cop has his knee on a black man's neck, he will see it for what it is: murder.